Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just in time to catch Semler walking out of the shot there, but I'm the one controlling the settings and not him, so he can't really know exactly when we're going to be back. I'm sure he'll be joining us any second now. Third map, ladies and gentlemen, is Nuke. It is a 1-1 map score with ESC winning quite convincingly on Cash, then Copenhagen Wolves winning even more convincingly on Cobblestone, which is the least played map in the map pool, without a doubt. And now we're on Nuke, which is also not played that often, but still it does happen. So let's see if we can get Semler back in here. He's looking excited. What's up, Semler? He's still talking to Ben, so I'm not sure if you can actually hear me or not, but
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you. We're yeah, because Ben and Rhett was bringing up one of my fondest memories in my illustrious career of basically when I once introduced Liquid Rhett as Liquid Zerg at a DreamHack Stockholm Open when I was hosting. So it was one of those really disconnected moments where in my mind I was very clearly saying Liquid Rat, nailing it, right, just like up on the stage, bring him up to the stage. I was like Liquid Rat, total delivery, everything. It wasn't until afterwards during the break where James comes up to me, he's like, hey man, you realize you said Liquid Zerg, right? And I was like, nah. I said Liquid Rat, man. Like, Liquid Zerg, come on. What do you take me for, an amateur? Like, Liquid Rat. It's like, no, man, you said Liquid Zerg. It's like, I got it from like 3 different people that I was like,
no.
I done messed up. Like, I done messed up. And now Red is like talking like 3 years later, and he's still bringing it up with Ben.
Oh, lovely.
So man, that's still one of my cringe moments where I just can't think about it.
Red plays a Zerg, right?
Yeah, man.
Like,
One
at
of the
least
beast
he used
Zergs,
to do,
man.
right? All right.
Used to call him what, the King of Drones? Ben, wasn't it King of Drones? Still the King of Drones, man. He used to just fucking over drone like a monster, get up to just like 80 or 90 drones, like literally just ridiculous number of drones.
Well, in that case, you're a little bit forgiven. I mean, it would have been worse, I guess, if it had been different. But now we're already going to go into the third map. It's time. It's time. They're starting in just any second now. So if you're just joining us, then a big welcome to the show here. This is the ESL Pro League. I'm Anders. With me is Semler, of course, and yeah, this is Room on Fire in cooperation with ESL Copenhagen Wolves and ESC Gaming. Third map coming up right now, and it is the deciding map. If you win this, you get to go to the LAN finals, and that's a big deal for both these teams, without a doubt. Cash went to ESC, Cobblestone went to Copenhagen Wolves. Now it's a clean slate here, and the knife round is going to be important.
Yes, the knife round, I think, goes without saying, is going to be important. Seeing as how Copenhagen Wolves, they just completely demolished, torn limb from limb, obliterated, nuked. Like, there's a bunch of different words you can use, right, to describe the beating that ESC just took. But it's pretty decisive. It's pretty one-sided. It was like, yeah, okay. Well, we'll steer clear of all that. ESC now are the ones who are desperately looking for a knife win, just because they want that CT start. They can't handle any more pain, Anders.
No more pain, please. Well, for some reason, I actually think it's not that bad. Like, it is a huge beating that ESC took, but I don't think it's going to hurt them that much mentally, because they took it on Cobblestone. I think that's one of those maps where you probably feel when that happens as if though, well, we don't really play this map, and we don't really care that we lost it. It's not like if you lose on Inferno. Everyone's supposed to be like halfway decent on Inferno anyway, so if you lose that badly on Inferno, you're really doing something wrong. I don't think ESC feel that way. I just feel that they feel like, well, we don't ever want to play this map again, but we didn't want to play it anyway, so whatever, Now it's Nuke, and Copenhagen Wolves did win the knife round, so if they can win the pistol too, the beating could continue.
Yeah, exactly. No doubt about it. And that's the real danger here. That's the real threat. You can take a beating on one map, and you're like, okay, it's their map. Yeah, but if the beating continues onto the next map, that's when it really starts to get tough. That's when it just turns into a grind. When you realize, okay, we're just gonna have to do the best we can, and round after round, you just have to try. You have to try. So here we go. ESC starting on the T side. 2 guys with nades, 3 Kevlar, and right now a pretty decent spread. 1 guy going out into yard to try and to grab the attention of Copenhagen Wolves right now.
Yeah, Freeze is gonna eat the flashbang. Doesn't care. He's too manly to even try and turn around, not believing it was ever going to be a rush anyway. But let me warn you, ESC is a really, really good Nuke team. So even though they're starting on the T side, I'm not too worried for them. In fact, I've seen them do so many crazy things here, so we'll have to wait and see. MSL waiting with the grenade in hand, and he's got a Cillian down here, so it's not like if they rush that he's just going to get killed, MSL. But if they go ramp instead, though, that might be an opening. SMF is really the only one holding ramp. He's obviously going to have to fall back here. He hears them running through, and MSL, yep, quick back flash up behind him. Does not want to get chased down, but they are just rushing for him. Look at the speed here, and it might be a little bit too fast. The Cillian with a good shot. Now they're slowing down on the Polish side here, but they're still taking a lot of damage. SMF gets a chance to reload, and Freeze will get a kill as well. It's not looking good right now for ESC. They lose the bomb as well. Sparrow, the last man standing, 1-on-3. ESC, they could not catch a Cillian. Or SMF, sorry.
That bump in the road. That speed bump. That was like what those cops throw out on freeways to stop people who are speeding. You know, that strip with the nails through it that'll just take your tires out. That's exactly what Copenhagen Wolves just threw there. With that defense, Cillian in particular, dropping instantly down into vents, picking off the first guy he saw coming in from ramp, and he just continues to dominate. Not a single point of damage taken, and he's got 3 frags in the pistol. So that is ridiculous.
But they're not even driving similar. Are you saying they ran over the spike strips with bare feet or something? Because that's a painful
Oh
image.
man, that sounds really painful.
Oh, it hurts.
Don't do that, Anders.
No, let's
yeah,
move on.
No.
Let's move on.
Please.
From that.
My feet are tingling now just thinking about it.
I regret saying that instantly. I couldn't stop myself, though. I have no self-control at all. It's 4 Tech-9s. Exactly. It's 4 Tech-9s. That scares me. It does.
Upper take, upper rush. They're setting up for it. They're setting up for it. This is going to be the fun party here. Cillian's only got an M4A1. He's already used a couple of bullets as well. Oh boy. Oh boy. But then Cillian MSL, they just get the job done. And they've dropped the bomb. I think they have eyes on the bomb as well. I think they've seen it.
They should realize by now. ESC playing a weird round here, because I like the fact that a couple of people were trying to get in, but one of them was trying to jump up on Silo for a long time, and he seemed like he wasn't ever going to be part of the push. I mean, it's one thing if he was already on Silo and he could jump in through main or something like that, but he was just trying to get up there in the meantime. So it looks like when I'm playing matchmaking, and that rarely helps anybody. So they get a from us, though. That's good news.
What I'm wondering, well, it's not so much wondering. Hunden, hold on, is going to just make sure that no. Well, Mouse is never going to wonder again, but Shapiro does manage to get revenge for his fallen teammate. MSL, however, is going to ruin the day and just basically shut it down there. So ESC still getting 2 kills. Not the end of the world. They didn't get a plant, but they still do some damage. There is that. But that plant that they tried to go for, basically, where they try and sneak a guy out through the smoke to plant in the corner of the site on upper right, I think it's becoming, it was kind of like Fnatic's plant on short on Inferno A, right? Where it worked a few times and it was really cool to see at the beginning. But once people caught on to it, it started to get pretty easy to shut down. And I think that's it. You know, ESC, they tried to go for a play right now that is now becoming more and more common, and teams are just learning how to deal with it. And so they're going to be able to counter it pretty cleanly.
And speaking of clean, Semler, this round was pretty much just straight on perfect from Copenhagen Wolves. Nobody dying. And it's into the 4th round before ESC can buy rifles, because they have not got a bomb plan down yet. It's 7-0-0. It's the reverse James Bond going on here for Cillian. And now it's time for ESC to pick something up. And I'm glad that Minis has got this AWP, because Freeze hasn't got one. If he can clear out, well, either ramp or courtyard, really much anywhere, if he can get an entry fact somewhere with this AWP, that's going to be worth it.
Right now, I'm not seeing it.
No, he's taking a bit of time. Look how fast they're downstairs, but Freeze hears that, and Cillian is being put into place. They might have heard Cillian, in fact, walking back, so they might expect him to be here, and they will. Innocent with a running AK headshot. Fine work.
Alright, well, that's going to open things up here nicely. That's going to put Copenhagen Wolves on notice as well. Copenhagen Wolves, there you go, SMF lurking, catches Innocent. So window room is clear now, Innocent is down. MSL is already positioned in vents as well, so Mao's lurking around here. Mao's has to check the right angle. He somehow gets the spray. He lives with 13 HP. That should not have happened.
No, very sloppy play from MSL. That can very easily cost them the round. And that's a really big deal. If ESC get the first round already, then that's huge. Hunden shooting way too soon on Sparrow and actually giving him a good chance to walk away. Freeze coming up from behind ramp, but this is now a really tricky position here. The bomb has not been planted yet. They're thinking about it here. Freeze would love to walk in, but they're guessing the wrong bomb site, and Hunden now 1-on-3. There was going to be a B plan. I don't think they knew.
Yeah, I don't think that they, or maybe they did, but I don't think they could really get anything done at that point. 2v4. Hunden now best chance is to basically get the hell out of here. He's bunny hopping his way to CT spawn, and the closest man to him is Rollins. So it's looking like he should be able to hold on to his gun.
Yeah,
that's definitely not how things were supposed to go for Copenhagen Wolves in the fourth.
No, and it was like it's sad to say it, but it was down to MSL. That is, you get only one. Like you can get one of those situations in per half. If that ever happens again in this first half, then Copenhagen Wolves are in a very bad spot. Now, they do have the money to buy, and that's the only upside here. That's the only thing they can take away from it is that if they win this next round, they get a chance to economically set back ESC quite a lot, and that's good, but you have to get those kills. There's no excuse.
No, especially if that was the moment. I didn't have time to say it, but it's that guess. It's that 50-50 guess. You look right or you look left. And he started looking right. So if MSL, I mean, if the guy's looking the other way, you need to get that kill. It's a freebie. It's offered up to you on a platter at that point.
Yeah.
So, man, that's going to rub. That's going to sting. And now Copenhagen Wolves, well, it starts to get a little tricky for them because now they're going to have to tap into the bank. They're going to have to spend the money that they were hoping to save until later on in the half. And ESC are already on the board. So ESC are going to be feeling really good right now.
Freeze out here. They got one guy downstairs who's still sneaking around, and this time Cillian is to the other side, and Mouse is the one trying to peek in. Is he going to look the same way? He's trying to look for him. The timing here is everything. Again, the vents area. If Mouse gets this kill, Copenhagen Wolves, like, their defense is going to be shattered. They will have no idea exactly where the other ESC members are, and it'll be completely confusing. He's going to walk back. He's just playing with us while the rest of ESC are making their way down towards ramp, where they've got Hunden in the corner as well. Great double kill for the bomb as well. With 30 seconds, this is devastating. Absolutely devastating to the ESC team.
Yeah, that's going to end it pretty much. Rollin does come back and take out Hunden. Asilian, excellent reflexes there on Asilian. Whips around, takes Mazinho's face off. But then Rollin, he manages to get the bomb. But look at MSL. MSL is the guarantee. And in events like that, there's no way he can miss.
And Rallen, his smoke unfortunately caught the edge of the railing there. I don't know how Asilian got that kill. That was very, very quick, but looked like he should have gone down as well. So maybe ESC also screwing up a couple of things. An interesting situation in the ramp room, though. Actually having two people in this corner is highly unusual. Very, very common that you have one guy down here and then one in the corner, or one here and then one of the... Like, anything but having two people in that corner. I don't think ESC saw that coming, and to be honest, I've not seen that very often either, so that's kind of cool.
And now the question, well, it's just going to be a straight ramp rush out of ESC at this point. Gathering up. Here's the nade. Not too bad, actually. Didn't do as much damage as I thought it would. Quick speed here from ESC, though, trying to get onto this lower site. SMF ahead of them, however. He's going to be able to get into position, potentially get a bit of a mow down here. He's already in position to stop them if they try and rush through.
And that's absolutely key. Hunden covering if they go to hell. Saying you can go to hell. Mouse gonna go down as well. An Innocent, he's picked up an AK, can't put it to use. No bomb plant. Asilian with a triple. He's 11-0-1. He's really carrying Copenhagen Wolves a lot right now. And the scoreline's gonna be 5-1. ESC can do a buy. They could even buy the AWP on Minis without the armor if he wants to do it again. You see, he's thinking about it. There it is. Oh, wait, someone else? What? No, that was his. Alright, the money just didn't update. Fair enough. No problem. Damage put through. They're going to try and go for the boost, I think. And Freeze might be a little bit too caught out right here. They're going to boost up on the box. Can Minis look over and get the shot on down? Not quite. They're aware that Hunden is up there as well. If he peeks against everyone, I say ESC have a good chance of getting an opening kill, but who's on the secret stairwell? It's going to be Asilian, and he's picking up one kill. Grenade to follow. Not quite. Oh, but Hunden will catch Rallen there, so good.
Wow.
Triple as well. What's going on?
No, that was shot from Hunden. That's just as his feet touched the ground, he managed to land that shot. That was a crucial shot as well. Asilian he could have been overrun there. There was a risk. Instead, Asilian is going to peek. He's going to get taken out by Sparrow, who lands the headshot, but Sparrow gets headshot in turn. So 2-on-3. Sparrow very low on HP, but he still has the bomb. 45 seconds left, and he's now lost his teammate. So it's all on him with 12 points of health, and SMF is already on that lower site. There is nowhere for him to go at this point, for him to have a shot at it.
Sparrow in a really tough position. I mean, the bomb plant right now would be so valuable, but I think MSL saw that, and yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. The timing, they're not working out for Sparrow. That's 6-1. Now, I would not panic yet. Like, this sounds ridiculous, but if you're new to this game, if you haven't seen many Nuke matches, and there are so many new players in this community, which is really awesome, it isn't quite panic time for ESC yet, I would say. 6-1 kind of looks bad, but the fact that they got one rifle round in is a good sign. If they can get, you know, 3 more in this first half, there's a definite chance they can win this game. Like I said, they're a strong Nuke team, so don't panic yet. Rush out into the middle, or into A-bomb site, and they're going to take down the Cillian finally, adding another death to his scoreline here, and they're actually going to do a really good job getting in, but actually winning the round is a completely different matter, and the bomb is dropped in the middle of nowhere here. Sparrow last man standing. Still, they do the damage.
Yeah, they still managed to do a little bit of economic damage, but now they still need to be getting some... Oh, he lives with 5 HP. I thought that nade would kill him. Let's see. Well, Freeze, a bit of overkill there at the end. I mean, guy's got 5 HP. Freeze, come on, just do it with a pistol. But still, Copenhagen Wolves. Money isn't out of control for them. They are getting a little bit of money on the side. 7, 7, 5, 4. Like, that's not too bad, but it's definitely not as good as it could be considering the scoreline right now. 7-1. It's definitely looking really good for Copenhagen Wolves. ESC. This is what I was worried about, Anders. You know, just the fact that if Copenhagen Wolves can get another CT start, the pain train, you know, it'll make a short stop at the station during the break, but then it'll just keep on rolling.
Yeah. I don't know. I think ESC probably have forgotten about Cobblestone, but eventually it'll, you know, the bad memories will start to flash back into their minds, right? They lost 16-1 on Cobblestone. Now they're 7-1 on Nuke, and outside they could get Hunden one more bullet here. Grenade rains in, and it's... Oh, it will catch Innocent. It looked like he was out of the blast radius, but it just touches him. One shrapnel hits him in the back of the head, and that's it. Oh no. Well, Minis, good kill there. If they could take SMF as well. This is about more than just winning the rounds right now for ESC. It's about doing enough damage to Copenhagen Wolves, and enough is getting 3 kills per round. 2, and Copenhagen Wolves will be able to buy forever, pretty much. 3 kills, and they'll start to lose money in the long run.
Yep, and Minis just couldn't get it done there versus Freeze. And now Vralin is going to walk right into MSL, who was waiting for him on Dog. Copenhagen Wolves are everywhere. Just you can hear the howls all across the map right now. They know where ESC are at all times and just seem to be in perfect control of the situation. And this is now going to force a full eco, or not a full eco, but an eco out of ESC. They're going to invest in pistols. They're going to get a couple of nades, but that's only because, you know, they're getting max money loss at this point, or max bonus money basically after having lost so many rounds. So ESC, it looks like a yard play for them this time. Maybe hoping to overwhelm Freeze quickly with the Tech 9s. That is an option, but Hunden is here on Sky, and Asilian isn't too far away either. They should be able to lend a hand, but the smokes are down to block them off, and they're going to go straight, down into Secret. And now this opens things up. ESC, they're in close quarters. With the Tech 9, they can do some serious damage.
Yeah, not at all a bad choice, though. I do like the rotation coming in from SMF here, and he's going to take down Rallin. Bomb is trying to be put down, but he guesses the angle just right through the smoke, and I mean, I love the idea, but it just didn't work out that way. Copenhagen Wolves have a really good rotation system in place where, and obviously the communication is working well for the Danish team, and that's going to give them some sort of edge as well. Now it's 9-1. It is coming up. Because they saved that round, they have enough to go for a full buy here. They really had a lot of money, and they have to make something of it. Now it's kind of now they have to win, because Copenhagen Wolves can easily lose a round and still buy. They can lose 2 rounds and still buy. And actually, that's what ESC need. They need 2 consecutive rounds right now.
Yeah, they need to win back-to-back, and there you go. Minis takes out Freeze, and Innocent finds Asilian by Squeak Doors. So this is now shaping up to be a decent round for ESC. They've got control of Yard as well. Copenhagen Wolves, this is the most vulnerable we've seen them so far, it seems, in the first half. Now they're in danger.
There's one thing. MSL is coming up from behind here. Now, he's seen Rallin, and he wants to go for the kill, but if he could have caught Innocent, that would have been the bomb dropped as well. There's Rallin. Innocent has the bomb, and I think he's going to make his escape. So that was the only thing that could have gone wrong, I think, this round for ESC. It's a 3-on-4, but they should be able to win it here. Minis so quick on the trigger to take down Hunden. Good stuff here for the Polish team. They are definitely not out of this game yet. It's getting scary, but they're not out of it. MSL inside the site, trying to spray through, and not connecting this time. He goes down. SMF, last man, gets dropped by Mouse. And it's a double for Mouse, double for Minis, and that's it. The Poles are back in action.
Yeah, now all of a sudden, No, it's not too late. And really it isn't. On Nuke, 4 rounds, 5 rounds, 4 rounds really. Even 4 rounds is workable. 3 rounds is stretching it. 4 rounds is alright for T-side. So it's not over yet. Copenhagen Wolves now need to bounce back if they want to just keep that dominant lead that they've got going. But ESC now 2 rounds, they're halfway there. And were they the ones to blow the door off a Squeak? It looks like it. So this may lead towards some kind of A play later on. If not trying to get a pick, Minis could bring in with the op and try and look for freeze towards Yard through main.
Yeah, they did blow it up immediately. Just want to see if they could get something done. Now it's pick outside here. Hunden getting shut down immediately. Maybe a little bit too bold coming out right now for Copenhagen Wolves. I mean, you have a reason to be bold when you were just 9 and 1. But you got to remember, if they come back and make this 9-4, 5-6, then that's very bad. Freeze falling asleep outside, and only on 4 health. Couldn't apparently spot Minis there.
Yeah, unfortunately for Minis, he probably just caught a pixel of the metal there of the side of the shed. Or that would have been a kill on Freeze, so... Freeze still alive to fight another day. He's basically going to have to play very carefully, and we can see him all the way at the back of ramp right now, so about as far out of the way as he can possibly get. But Spiro has something else in mind. He's going to go ahead and take a peek. He's got the Molotov as well. That Molotov could do it.
Oh, but he just moves out of the way. They're going to run for A instead, and MSL is up here on the catwalk, gets the 1, but it's a great entrance. Sicilian inside, he's been playing so well today, but he's only going to get the 1 kill so far, and now he's got the pistol out, walking into the hut. He's got no bullets, trying to reload here. Sparrow is going to find him, and that's a triple kill for Sparrow, and ESC take a 3rd round. Now, I won't say they're safe, but they've got their feet back on the ground, ESC. If they win 1 more round here, Copenhagen Wolves have got to start worrying. This is where they need to really refocus and shut the Polish team down. Otherwise, they could throw away a huge lead and lose the map.
They're getting a bit too predictable, it seems. I mean, that last round right there, the kill on Hunden to begin with. Hunden has been going a bit too much on Sky, apparently, if they're willing to just sit there and wait for him to peek. Getting that entry frag. Freeze also getting nailed fairly low. ESC, man, they definitely do not sit on their hands. They do keep moving, they look for the weakness, and they try to exploit it. So far, it's worked out very well. Rollin this time will get the massive spray down on MSL. That is not something we see every day, but MSL holding out on Dog. He gets punished hard by Rollin. That was excellent.
And you can tell MSL is getting super frustrated. That okay in the chat, but it was mostly his own fault. He kind of just sat still there for a long time, and he can see the bullets. He can see exactly which angle they're coming from, so moving out of the way is not necessarily the most difficult thing in the world either. Rallen outside gets shut down by Hunden. It's an important return kill. I mean, the fact that this is also getting to the Copenhagen Wolves players is a huge bonus to ESC. Mentally speaking, they're doing a good job right now. You gotta give them credit for that much. They're going to try and push ramp here. Hunden was out with a grenade, but he can't get killed. They got to stay alive. 30 seconds left. There's almost no time for ESC to get into this bomb site, but they have so many grenades. 1 kill here could make the difference, and Copenhagen Wolves struggling to rotate in at the right angle. Asilian drops the bomb carrier. Sparrow in the corner. Should be found here. Hunden in the vents. He's going to go down. It's still looking all right for ESC. They could do it. They've got 15 seconds. They get the grenade kill as well. And SMF downstairs here, looking for 1 more. It's going to pick up the 1. Time is running out.
Too much time.
Oh, yeah. Freeze running. He knows they've won the round because of it. That's heartbreaking for ESC, but Copenhagen Wolves, they almost screwed that up. Oh my god, what a round.
That was a thing of beauty. The fact that the bomb gets dropped up as well, that was the 2nd man through into a window for Copenhagen Wolves. SMF just trying to stay alive lower, but the man to get the kill on the bomb carrier and drop that bomb up on the railing, it couldn't have gone better for Copenhagen Wolves at that point, because ESC at that point are committed. They're down on the site. They're moving around. They're trying to find an angle to work, but that bomb is in the middle of nowhere. They just didn't have the time to go up and get it again. They needed to get the kills, and Freeze backing off and staying alive. That was the best thing possible there for Copenhagen Wolves. Just, man, the commit, that was one of the best rounds so far as a running fight is concerned.
Now there's a big if here, and that is if Copenhagen Wolves lose this round, they're going to be ecoing. This could still finish 10-5 for ESC. There is so much on the line right now. I mean, they won't be ecoing, of course. They'll be forcing up in the 15th round, but they will have very little to do it with. So even if they won the round, it's a super expensive one, and you can tell how hungry ESC are. Like, the first 10 rounds looked so shaky for the Polish team. They looked scared, and they looked indecisive, and now it's actually the Danish team looking really, really in a lot of trouble right now. They seem like they are completely rattled.
No, they've given up one. I don't think. Well, they've given up one kill already. That was a bit of a different peak as well. Not one we've seen yet. SMF, however, is going to get the drop on Minis and gets the spray down on him. So that was crucial. That was absolutely crucial. Now the question is whether ESC can commit to this lower site. They mess it up. Mouse messes up his smoke. They don't have a smoke for the plant.
Oh, and it's silly in a
mistake.
Oh, Sparrow, though, does get a kill, and somehow they've come out on top. That's Mouse and Sparrow coming up with some huge kills. I have no idea how they came out on top of this one. It should have gone horribly wrong. And look at Rallon. He's going to walk right into Freeze, and it should be a free kill, but it isn't. Freeze comes with the kill instead. SMF making some noise here, and Freeze, he's going to flash his way in once, goes twice, has the AK in hand, goes for the kill, all on Sparrow now. 1-on-1, in fact, versus Freeze. And Freeze is in a bad position. He's picking up a kit here. Fakes it once, he's going to hold it down, and Sparrow won't let him, and that's going to be 10-4. And Copenhagen Wolves, they made some critical mistakes at the end here, and ESC have not hesitated for a moment to capitalize, and now I would say ESC are in a very good position.
Yeah, I can't believe that ESC are able to adjust, unless the entire time the whole plan basically was to go upper. But unless that was the case, that was some of the sickest thinking on your feet, like an example of thinking on your feet possible right there from ESC. The fact that they bungle the smoke for the lower site and then are just like, okay, we messed that up, go through vents, go to the upper site as quickly as possible, right? Just that is just excellent. And ESC now 4 rounds. They're on the brink of picking up 5 until Freeze point blanks Beniz and picks up the AWP. He's got the shot, but Rollin doesn't even let him put it to use. Picks him off immediately, and the man advantage is maintained by ESC.
Mini's saying, nice to meet you. Just a quick greet by CT Red. It's a 3v4 right now. The only problem for ESC is that they might have to get close to one of these Mag 7s. SMF is in a really, like, this is like a chance spot. If they come through here and he's right about this, that's kind of creepy. And you can see Mouse is out here. This could end up really badly for them. SMF, he just has to stay patient, and he might get rewarded in spades for it. Mouse trying to check the corner. It's an unlikely spot. He's going to walk out. He spotted the leg. He's going to walk in. Is he going to look? No, he's being shot in the back, and SMF gets killed, and it's 10-5. Huge victory for ESC. Absolutely huge. Can guarantee you the Danish team is utterly shook right now. They're completely shell-shocked.
Yeah, for them to lose the lead that they had.
It was simply down to being way overconfident. After they put it at 9-1, they decided it's home safe, boys. We've got it, and they started playing really casually.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the rounds right there. 4 rounds in the last 5. That's it for ESC right there towards the end, and that's the point that I was trying to make on Cobblestone. It didn't happen on Cobblestone. Copenhagen Wolves were able to keep their cool and maintain the lead and never let ESC into the game, into that half. It just did not happen. But here on Nuke, ESC were perhaps having a bit more experience to work with. They were able to make the difference. They were able to exploit Copenhagen Wolves. And now Copenhagen Wolves, they're the ones battling back, and they're taking so much damage to begin with. We've already lost Freeze. SMF is down to half HP. They're going to go for the bomb rush A site. And Mouse, he's alive on the site, and he's going to do it.
Yeah, they are not going to win this pistol round, and they're not going to get the bomb plant either, and that's huge. I think ESC is quite heavily favored to take this map right now. Without a doubt they are. SMF just wanted to get this bomb somehow, but it's not going to work out. They'll lose 10-6 now being the scoreline. Very likely going to be 10-8 before Copenhagen Wolves can buy again, and this is a complete disaster for them. Absolutely. Yeah, in the beginning, when they were setting up outside, Copenhagen Wolves, when they were on the CT side, they kept setting up positions where, as a sort of minimum, they would trade kills, right? So even if one guy went down, probably someone else would get a return kill, and there'd be 3. And in the end, they almost exclusively held positions where they would die, and there would be no chance for a return almost. And I think that's just like being a little bit too brave, essentially.
Well, now the question is, can they find their way back into this? And Minis in a forward position like that is not going to allow them. It's a 1-for-1 trade, though. And now they actually have a gun to work with. Asilian has that FAMAS. So we'll see if it comes back to bite Minis. The fact that he got picked off so early on there. Copenhagen Wolves, they're showing that they've still got some fangs. Innocent rotating in from ramp. He's going to be the one trying. He is the first line of defense here for ESC. He's going to be the one trying to shut them down.
Yeah, but they saved smokes particularly specifically for this situation here, and they should get the bomb plant down. SMF, the one putting it down in the corner. Mouse got to be careful here. They cannot lose this round. You see, they worked so hard to get to where they are. If they let it go now, that would be absolutely horrendous. There is a kit on Rallon and Sparrow, but they're not the ones inside the bomb site right now, so they got to get down there and get on the defuse and force Copenhagen Wolves to get back in here. There it is. Smoke is up. Very smart play. Already being defused inside an ESC. 11 health left. There it is. Very, very smart play. Not even hesitating. They lose a lot of members this round, but that's all right. They win it, and that's all that matters.
Keeping the streak alive at that point. And now Freeze. They've got a FAMAS. The lone FAMAS. And they're going to go for the buy. Okay, Copenhagen Wolves. Here comes the pressure. Here comes the train. Where do they go? Do they go for an upper rush? I know, they've got some guys going out yard right now. Okay, so they don't go for an all-out upper rush that could have potentially caught ESC off guard. Now what do? Full out yard rush straight down secret, it looks like.
Well, certainly caught Rallon off guard. He was out on the outside catwalk and just got completely picked off. I like this from Minis, though. He's heard them run down, and he's going to try and sneak up behind them. So if they slow down at any point, which you can see they have, Minis could win the round right here. He just gets one quick kill. Hunden is sort of turning around, but he's not going to be there in time. Oh, Minis bungles it, but he's got help from Mouse, and things are looking very bad now for Copenhagen Wolves. It was looking great with that opening kill, but they kept speeding up and maybe forgot for a moment to think about what was going on.
Then now it's just falling apart. One piece after another. Minis with the flank. On long is going to pick up the remaining 2 frags, and ESC, 1 round at a time, they're getting back into this, and it's looking really good for them at this point, because it's not going to be before 10-10 the Copenhagen Wolves, or at least before the 20th round, the Copenhagen Wolves can put together a serious buy that's going to threaten ESC. Freeze setting it up so that he has the AWP now as well, only going for the P250. He's got around 3,000 in the bank, so he should be able to pick it up, but he needs to get that sniper rifle. He needs, I think that's going to be the big thing here, is for Copenhagen Wolves. This next round is going to be of the utmost importance.
The best thing we can say right now for Copenhagen Wolves is that they're at least getting some good kills in on ESC, so they're keeping the economy low on the CT side, and that is very important. But overall, they don't seem like a team that's playing with focus. They seem like a team that's playing like out a little bit of desperation, almost like a little bit desperate in their play style. Because once you get that opening kill on Rallon outside, you are in a very good position to get control of what you're doing. Just play it slow and safely. See if you can't get one more pick off to make it absolutely safe. Instead, they rushed down to the B-bomb site, and then they kind of got stuck there. Like, you know, we had, like, if the plan was to go quick, then why not go quick all the way? If you slow down, you're definitely giving the other team a big chance to get back into it, though. Good opening kills happening inside the bomb site here. Rallon very low on health, but he's going to make his escape. That's smart play. Bomb goes down, yes, but SMF is in a 1-on-2, and he's got a rifle, but no armor and no grenades left.
And does he find the angle? Oh, he needed to get that kill on Sparrow. Had he got that kill on Sparrow, that could have changed everything. Now Innocent up close. Look at this spray. He's trying to get him off the bomb defuse. SMF is just trying to do the best that he can to keep them off of that bomb. But he only has so much HP, so many bullets left, and he won't be able to stop Sparrow from getting the defuse in the end. If he had picked up that kill on Sparrow right there when Sparrow was trying to come out through windows, that would have changed everything. Turned it into a 1v1, and we could have had a clutch win. But the fact that Sparrow lived, it just did not happen.
No, I mean, a nice attempt. I mean, that's a really, really good eco run from Copenhagen Wolves, and actually ESC letting go of a little bit there, and they got to be careful about that. They don't want to let Copenhagen Wolves back in the game at all, especially not so soon. They want a chance to get, like, you know, a good 9 rounds of their own. I mean, at that point they will have won the game, but they want to get as much as they can here for the beginning of the second half. If they start losing rounds now, I mean, Copenhagen Wolves probably force an eco, and it could be interesting.
It could be fun. It could be fun. Where?
Minis versus Freeze outside.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. The op is picked up now. Man, this battle seems fairly even on the CT side. Or at least on Copenhagen Wolves' CT side. The last time, though, they met by CT Red. Is it going to change? Are we going to see that happen again, Anders?
Oh, through the smoke. SMF goes down. That's a really important pick-off early on. Ascillion to take down one. Rallon with the kill here. FAMAS in hand. Ascillion gets 2, and somehow we've ended up in a 2v2, but they need to get that bomb planted quick. And where's the safest for it? Hunden says he's going to plant for main because that's where Freeze is. But I think Freeze knows that Minis is right here, but Does Manise know in turn? If he doesn't, that could go horribly wrong. He won't. There's the 1 kill. Freeze. He shouldn't fight this. I'm not sure why he's going for it, but he's going to win anyway. And that is big, Semler. I would say that's a mistake from Freeze, but, you know, when you win it, it's kind of hard to criticize.
Right. Yeah, I would actually say the same. Basically, just run the clock. Run the clock.
Yeah.
Let him fake himself out on the bomb. Let him tap that bomb all he wants. You've got the advantage. You even have an op just waiting for you there. Swap out for the op and just kill him when he's on the bomb. You know, all sorts of options there. But Freeze decided to man-mode it. He just, you know, he just committed to it and got the job done. So we can't fault him. He gets the job done. Copenhagen Wolves, they get that round, and they put ESC on Eco. So Copenhagen Wolves now have a real shot at getting to 12 rounds and keeping ESC under pressure.
Yeah, I really feel for ESC because they really have tried hard here to get back into the game, and they're definitely still very much in it. I still think they are the favorites to actually win it at this point, even ecoing. But obviously a little bit rough. The pistols are really, really good on the CT side of Nuke. It's like the classic scenario is winning the eco right now, especially with 5-7 in hand. You see Sparrow doing quick work at 2 people, but Manise here to clutch it in a 1v3 when he's down here is not going to be easy. They won't check the corner, so he picks off the 1 kill here. Can't get the last 2 still. I mean, a very expensive round for Copenhagen Wolves, and ESC, they're going to be able to buy this time, so 12-9.
And now here it comes, the 22nd round, and AWP picked up from Manise. Very limited nades, though. Look at how few nades they have to work with. Okay, Sparrow, with a bit of a late buy, bolsters the ranks a little bit, bolsters the numbers, but still, not a whole lot to go on. As CT side Nuke, you really do need those smokes to keep the T side out. Okay. And Copenhagen Wolves really taking their time as well, but Freeze up on Silo. He's going to have that edge. He's going to have that angle. He's looking for Manise. This is such a mind game going on between the two of them right now. Where are they going to find each other?
Well, Manise has wanted this position all along. He's just wanted someone to peek to get a free kill, essentially, but they were apparently aware, and actually it's a position I've seen him hold before, so maybe other teams have started to realize. Innocent, though, is going to kind of freely walk out and get a kill on Freeze. He didn't have anyone with him there to hold the catwalk, and he was just hoping that someone would re-peek him from a different angle, essentially. So that's a very good opening kill for ESC.
It's the Hunden angle, except that it actually works. For ESC, at least. Well,
look at Innocent. If they had been running, he'd hear them go down, but right now, he could pretty still call out to his teammates that they could go secret, but they don't know for sure right now, and there is only Sparrow downstairs holding. So if he's in a good angle where he gets... Actually just has to get 1 kill and this is good. But if he goes down without it, who knows? It could get a little bit tricky. They're going to run into the site here. Peeks out and Hunden. No bomb plant this time. Asilian will take him down. But I think that 1 kill might be enough. Oh, MSL and SMF. I said that too soon. And Asilian not waiting. They don't have much time left now. They're in a Von V2 versus Mouse, but there's 10 seconds. They have to group up against him to find him here. MSL doesn't get the kill. Mouse just has to stay alive here. SMF is charging in. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He's looking for him, but he can't find the kill. And the round is won. Mouse just playing hide and seek in Copenhagen Wolves. Oh, man. That is a hard situation to be in. Very, very hard. And they should buy here.
And all of that off of the back of SMF, throwing away his AK, expecting to pick up the AWP, misjudging where the AWP was, wasting time going back to pick up the AWP, changing his mind, running back to pick up his AK, and then running back to the bomb site. It was like a solid 5 seconds just throwing weapons around, trying to get things sorted out there.
Yeah.
And that made all of the difference. A very uncharacteristic round from SMF, actually, because he's usually the man who's making the difference for Copenhagen Wolves. This time around, he ended up costing them the round. So, man, that is painful here for Copenhagen Wolves. That is not what they needed right now, especially when everything is so close between the two teams.
Yeah, and the reason it's so close is, I mean, that's also the reason they're buying now. They're running right in here. Oh, but they get the pickoffs. I have no idea how that angle looked perfect for ESC. They had the crossfire and everything. Sparrow, he gets 1 kill. He jumps down to his death, and at least it wasn't a suicide. Manise, he's actually going to go and cry in a corner, and I don't blame him either. I mean, that's depressing. That should have been a good hold. The fact of the matter is, this is a double eco situation for ESC. All they'll have is from us. Unless they try and force it up, there's a good chance this could be 14-10 before ESC could realistically buy. I thought ESC had that. That looked perfect for them.
I'm wondering if Meneses Famas is going to make the difference next round, where he is. I mean, that's basically the only thing that ESC have going for them. I mean, it is Nuke. It is Nuke, and it is CT side and all that jazz, right? We've seen teams just do magical things in the past. Very games tight, you know, they come to mind. But, yeah, this is still, I mean, you have a Famas, Kevlar helmet, and then the rest of the team has between $1,400 and $1,800.
And the reason for that is the one round that they won is the one where everyone died. Mouse was the last to go down, so they saved no rifles from the one round they got. That's why it's double eco at this point. Yes, so this FAMAS has to be the mother of all FAMASes. It has to come up so big for Menes. Or the pistols, but that's a much slimmer chance that will happen without armor, and they're not 5.7s or P250s or C-sets or anything like that. The USPS is significantly worse than the other mentioned here.
Oh, yes. Doesn't have the Glock burst, doesn't even have that going for it. But let's see. Copenhagen Wolves have really pushed up very closely here. They've taken control of Yard. They're boosting Asilian up towards heaven right now, and SMF and him are going to be able to peek together. There you go. Asilian, just like that, takes out Innocent. Easy kill. And now SMF is going to be able to walk into hell, but this is where Menes is. Perfect timing for the smoke, and it's just a second off. Menes comes right through and takes his head off.
Yeah, MSL completely confused there. The bomb is going to go down, and they do not have a kit currently picked up, so that's a big deal now. And the Mouse is going to go down as well. Rowlin trying to work some funky magic here on the ladder, but he's going to end up going back. Menes can't really get in to help. He's smoked out of the bomb site. So Copenhagen Wolves looking a little bit shaky for a moment there next to the hut. There was some weird play going on. Menes wanted to run away and steal an AK, but it's not going to happen. And again, the next round, they'll have very little money as well, but they might have to force up anyway. Oh my god, this game is almost unreal. I was so sure ESC was going to come back and win this. And they still could. They definitely still could. All they need is one good round where they have rifles and they kill everyone, only losing like 1 or 2 people. If that happens, they can clean this game up and win 16-14. That has happened so many times.
Yeah, well, this is it. This is the moment, the crux. This is now the crucible. All of those coming together here.
But there's no body armor on Rowlin and Mouse. There's no defuse kit, and there's only 3 smokes. Yeah. If the bomb goes down right now, it could be a disaster, and that could lose them the whole map. Oh, this is such a tight game.
Yeah, this is amazing. Roller coaster, a real one. It's gone back and forth this entire last map. After 2 very decisive wins on the first 2 maps, that's the thing. Copenhagen Wolves, Cobblestone, they stomped on it. ESC, they took Copenhagen Wolves on cash, no problem at all. But here on Nuke, both teams are very evenly matched, it seems. This is excellent.
Yeah, this is very, very cool. And it could swing back one more time. Just one more time. And ESC could still be victorious. There's 3 FAMASes right now on ESC and the 2 M4s here. If they're going to go for ramp, that's one of the places where they have body armor, and that's huge right now. Body armor makes all the difference in the world if you're fighting all these rifles on the terror side, because you do not want to get aim punched at this stage in the game. Not at all.
Well, Menes has spotted Freeze lurking out in the yard right now, and he decides to back off. Not giving. Oh, Sparrow pushing in and gets a triple spray down with the FAMAS.
And the follow-up USPS shot, Copenhagen Wolves had no clue what was going on, and Freeze just has to save this rifle. That's his only job right now, is just staying alive with the AWP. That's perfect. Sparrow coming out big. The timing with the flashbang was genius, and then the utter spray down afterwards. I love it. Absolutely what they needed.
No doubt about that. It's just, for it to work that well and be that effective, that's what, 1 in 100, 1 in 200, 1 in 300 rounds?
Yeah, it is. God. And Copenhagen Wolves actually wanted to go a little bit like sneaky, because you can throw tons of flashes and smokes from this angle. You can smoke off the boxes. You can throw flashes inside. That would have made it really, really, really hard for Sparrow to do that. But I think they intentionally decided we're gonna go quietly so that they'll only know we're there once we're there. They can't stack up or anything. And that backfired quite horribly. Grenade out here does really good damage, actually. That's a nice investment there. And now it's 14-11. It is not over yet, but you see, yeah, it's close. They do not have a lot of money still. If they lost now, it would probably win the map again for Copenhagen Wolves. Nice shot outside, though. Menes to take down Freeze.
That AWP is now out of play. Menes finds another headshot, takes out Hunden. And now SMF Tries the nade, gonna drop Minis low, down to 2 HP. That's just incredible. The fact that Minis lives through there, just insult to injury. Now Mouse will find MSL. They're just getting picked off like flies everywhere, all across the map. Copenhagen Wolves have got to be feeling so rattled right now. 14-12, and ESC just dismantled them part by part, piece by piece, and now the money is wrecked for Copenhagen Wolves. You have 2 guys who actually have decent money. The rest of them, it's almost double eco territory. It's going to be a buy next round, but it's not going to be pretty.
And what do you do with that buy? If they were 10 rounds ahead right now, Copenhagen Wolves would have like a whole list of stuff they could go through and say, well, let's try this, let's try an A push, let's try a ramp push, let's try and sneak down like downstairs. There's so many things you can do on Nuke, but when you only have like 1 or 2 rounds to test, you know, do you risk a potential A push that gets crumbled and you get nothing for it? This time they're quick inside and they're rushing down, but the bomb has been dropped somewhere. I think they wanted to get someone down with the bomb somewhere, but that's not going to happen. They kill Rallen, and Freeze would love another kill or 2 here. That'd be big for them. Just biding his time.
Basically, at this point, Freeze. I mean, he's going to get the drop on Mouse. That's good. That's already solid there. He picks up the M4, but then Minis just ends him.
Yeah.
Just period at the end of that phrase. Okay.
But
now, whoa, Freeze doesn't go for the op.
Yeah, that could be a big sign that we're going to see a rush here. That could be a really, really big sign that that's exactly what we're going to see. The big thing here is that I think if Copenhagen Wolves win this round, the likelihood of overtime is incredible because ESC can still buy now, and they're probably going to make it 15-15. So we'll see. We're looking for it. No, it's okay. It's not going to be a straight rush into inner anyway, because that would require blowing up Squeak Door really quickly, and they haven't done that. And no AWP either on the CT side. But this is do or die time. Both teams. This game has gone very, very tense at the moment.
And Copenhagen Wolves have been so close. They have to, I mean, look at how patiently, look at how carefully they're playing this. They know that they've had this map within their grasp so many times now. They just cannot afford to make a single mistake, and the same goes for ESC. So now, I mean, very standard hold here from equally passive, although they are starting to move Innocent up close. Innocent starting to move a little bit closer in the yard, but he was holding very passively at the beginning. And ESC have been very careful about getting their information here.
Flash out. They want to go in through main because that's worked before. Rallen is reloading. Back of sight here. They get the 1 kill in. MSL's going to go down as well, and this is looking great right now for ESC. But oh, the flick from Freeze Hunden! Now 1v1 Freeze versus Sparrow, and Sparrow almost got caught trying to jump over. Freeze gonna pick up the bomb, go downstairs to put it down, and Sparrow, he knows he's got a Molotov, but that's not gonna help him right now. Freeze should have the advantage, and it's AK versus M4, and this one could be for the game.
Oh yeah, and look at this positioning as well, Freeze. Freeze can't be 100% sure, but I think he's got a very strong feeling that it was coming in from heaven. He knew where the last guy was. Likelihood of him coming through ramp, very high. And Freeze, he's up in the vents now. He's going to hear this defuse. And just like that, at least overtime guaranteed for Copenhagen Wolves, and a lot of it based off of Freeze. A triple kill, one of them just disgusting with the flick, but just playing it out 1v1 at the end and keeping his cool. Freeze just gave his team a shot at it.
They got a shot, but like I said, overtime is I really like the scenario here. Sparrow did have a Molotov, but I don't blame him for wanting to go for the straight defuse. I think once you start playing that game with someone like Freeze, he's got 2 vents. You can't really fire bomb both of them. If he had a Molotov and a smoke, it could have been different, but like that situation, there's almost no playing it correctly. It's always going to be rough. Rallen trying to wallbang through here on SMF, but not going to connect. That round looked like it was ESC's again, but somehow, just at the very end, Copenhagen Wolves came out on top. I'd love to see overtime right now. That's what we want.
Oh, that would be, I mean, between 2 evenly matched teams like this, yes.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Hunden's going to try and, I think, yeah, flashbang his way in, and this is something that we've seen work very, very rarely, but they're going to try anyway. Innocent looking into the corner. MSL finding the opening. Frag. Innocent needs more right now. Oh, he's got the last bullets in. So it's a 2-for-2 trade. Now Hunden goes down. Freeze waiting for Sparrow to come up behind. The bomb is inside the bomb site here. And it's a 2v1. Freeze going to be charging in. Rallen is right there. He throws out 1 grenade. I think they know exactly where he is. And this is a really tough position. He's going to do a little bit of damage. And they're both in this angle.
And
Walks
now
out.
this everything has changed. Everything has changed now because Rollin is going to be able to get up. Look at this positioning here from Rollin. It couldn't get any better.
Yeah, Minis
He's
too.
got him boxed in. And it's just there is nothing to be done here. Minis will find the final frag on Freeze, and there you have it. ESC managed to stop the push. Copenhagen Wolves decided to take the risk and go for an ultra-aggressive play, just trying to end ESC right there. But ESC, Innocent in particular, and Rollin as well, had just a sick frag that was able to stop that push cold. That made all the difference.
Yeah, and this is this is such an intense game, isn't it? It could have finished then, but ESC making really smart choices, making absolutely sure they play to get the kill on Freeze and not just, like, you know, frag hunt for him or anything. They really backed each other up, so good job as well. Now it's 2 AKs, 2 Tech 9s, 1 CZ, and a couple of grenades here, and it's going to be more than just a little bit rough right now. I'm not sure why they want to go outside with this kind of weaponry. I thought they would have gone for a push, a rush, essentially. Just get in there with the Tech 9s quick and dirty. Minis flashed out and trying to fall back here. Are they going to try and go for him, or are they just running downstairs? They're going to make their way down.
Seems like they want to go down secret. Yeah, they have a great smoke wall down there, so ESC aren't sure. They still have 3 guys on upper site right now. If Rollin doesn't know if he should be backing off or not.
Yeah, the
And I
problem
don't know
is,
if they heard any steps.
if it's Sparrow running back right now, Cillian could be the guy to come in from behind. I think this is the master plan coming out from Copenhagen Wolves. They just want to get the bomb down. They don't have a smoke to even put the bomb down, which is a big mistake if you're going B. But if a Cillian can be walking in behind them, then that's the one key that they maybe need here. Rallen taking some shots already. A Cillian, he feels like now is the time. Is it going to be the right timing? He's waiting. Minis is right there. Now they're having their own little battle, and it's not going to work out. Overtime, without a doubt. Look at this ESC. Team Ace coming out. Flawless round for them. Not a chance for Copenhagen Wolves. 15-15. We're going to go to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. What a game.
Yeah, this is definitely just one of the most evenly matched matchups that we've had this entire time for the ESL Pro Series, really, between Copenhagen Wolves and ESC. The first 2 maps, not as close, but this 3rd map on Nuke has just been excellent. So entertaining. And now, I mean, ESC, the fact that they're able to recover. Copenhagen Wolves have got to be kicking themselves, though, Ander. Like, they really had this map within their grasp in the first half with that 9-1 scoreline, and then they started to lose ground. ESC were able to battle back, force them to ecos, get a really solid scoreline. I'm really impressed with Copenhagen Wolves' performance on the T side, though. Their ability to pick up rounds that they really shouldn't be able to. I mean, in the second round, I mean, they were still able to pick up 5 rounds. Without even getting the pistol round, they still picked up 5 rounds on T side. That is a sick score as far as a T side on Nuke.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I mean, this is kind of on sides crazy. You can tell that the big difference for both teams, like if you just look at the rounds won here, is exactly when they win multiple rounds on the T side. That's when things get really interesting. So they win 2 in a row. Both teams managed to do that on the Terra side twice, and that's where they got all their rounds from. That's when it really started to matter. But in the end, it wasn't enough for either team to really call it a victory. And one guy, SMF, just has to go to the bathroom real quick, which is fair enough. While they're doing that, though, a big thanks to everyone tuning in. You guys are awesome. Almost 50,000 people watching. This game is so good. So, yes, thank you for hanging with us today. This is the final map of the day here, so you're definitely being treated to something very cool. Big thanks to everyone donating or at CSGO Lounge with a donation link between the stream and the text. Definitely like that as well. And, yeah, go and follow us and ESL CS at over on Twitter as well. Keep up with what we're doing. This game is going late, Sumner, and the only issue with that is I have to be at the airport tomorrow, man.
Oh yeah, dude. And I'm probably walking home, so it's all good, man.
Oh yeah, your train is your last train is gone, and I have to be at the airport pretty early tomorrow, so it's fun times. But I mean, it's worth it for this kind of Counter-Strike, I reckon.
Oh yeah, no worries, man. This. I'm glad, right? Because it could have ended 2-0 if Copenhagen Wolves had shown up. It was pretty much a guarantee that Copenhagen Wolves would pick up Cobble because they are just that dominant on the map, but if they could have shown up on cash, we could have been looking at a 2-0 and just, open and closed. At least now we really have a story. We have Nuke and this battle between both of these teams to take this map, to decide who goes onto the LAN as well, because this is the map to decide who actually goes and competes on LAN with everybody else and who gets some camera time, who really gets to put their face out there. It's just any number of things, right? So this is going to be excellent, man. Copenhagen Wolves versus ESC. It's everything we could have hoped for. And, Man, ESC, are they going to be able to hold? Are Copenhagen Wolves going to be able to recover with more T rounds ahead of them? It's not like they get to swap over to CT side now and get a bit of a breather, right? ESC still have the advantage.
Yeah. That is, I mean, that's the big thing. And I'm wondering exactly what the overtime rules are. I think it's MR3, but I'm not entirely sure. I will find out in any second now. So countdown has begun. It's the overtime, ladies and gentlemen. And T rounds now are what it's all about. And it's going to be MR5. So you get 5 rounds on the T side, 5 rounds on the CT side. If you win any one of the 5 rounds on T side, you're going to be happy. If you win 2, you might just win the game here, and it's also 16,000 starting money, so I like the system here. Nice overtime format. Okay, Copenhagen Wolves. Everybody can afford everything here. And like we said, the T rounds, they're worth their weight in gold. They did spot out Manise, and he sort of fell back after taking a shot there. So Copenhagen Wolves being allowed some initial presence in the courtyard. Manise wants to relocate himself, but where exactly are they going? They've actually left everything to the Danish team outside. No one is holding outside right now. That is interesting.
I think they were really expecting pressure early on the sides, potentially a rush, something to try and catch them off their guard. So you see, they're willing to commit. They have to have some confidence in their ability to land the shots as well right now. And if you're going to take this approach, it's all about landing the shots. So towards the end there, they were really able to shut it down. And Manise is going to catch Asilian peeking through hell. That's the beginning, and potentially the beginning of the end. Manise still staying alive. Rollin coming into support, but Manise gets another kill and another. There you go. They finally get rid of him, but it's far too late.
Yeah, and it was one misstep. SMF had a free kill on him, essentially, with the AK. He just missed a shot, and that changed the whole round. Manise doing a fantastic job making up for it as well, just getting the next 2 kills in so big, but that could have been completely different. Execute style there from Freeze, but it won't matter. There is, unless they make a huge mistake, they really can't lose the round at 15 seconds anyway. So Freeze down here, just walking up. He's gonna just stab Spiro once. I think he wanted to backstab him, but he failed, and that's huge. Oh, that could have been like a humiliation kill, but instead now Probably Freeze feels like not like a hero. Oh god. That's really big. Not just did SMF lose them a kill that then cost them 2 more deaths. Freeze also fails the knife that cost, well, it doesn't cost them the round, but it cost them a bit of dignity maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
wow.
right now it's desolation. It's a desert, you know, in here for Copenhagen Wolves after how that went.
Yeah.
And now ESC, man, they're setting up to repel this inner take. If Copenhagen Wolves decide to commit to it, they do. Perfect flash there by Rollin, but he gets flashed as well. This isn't looking too hot for him. He's going to get caught by SMF, but Mouse rotates in, and this is just an exchange, a very rapid exchange, but Innocent comes out ahead. Still, they bring it back to a 2-on-2. This is incredible.
Yeah, look at the health on Spiro right here. He's got almost nothing. Freezes right at the edge. He's going to get the kill. So the A push, it's the one thing that's been so effective for Copenhagen Wolves all along. The quick A push, and all the time it seems like they're about to lose it. ESC, they keep just funneling into the bomb site, and they keep getting the kills, and it's only just traded right at the edge, and Copenhagen Wolves came out on top this time, so that's big. That's 1 T round, and my prediction was if they get 1 more here in the overtime, they probably end up winning it. Well, grenades outside. Look at Manise. This is so bold. He could have got caught running there, but now that he's down in secret, it's actually not a bad position, although he's going to get grenaded and Molotov down, so that's a lot of damage taken. Still, I like this position anyway. Just has to be careful he doesn't get picked off, but he's hearing them running right above him. That is important info to give away to his team here. They should see the rest of ESC realizing. You see Innocent is really, really much aware that someone could be right outside here.
Oh, buddy. Don't think that Innocent spotted them, though. Or the guys who are up close. He's expecting it, however. He's expecting somebody to try and push into hell right now, but I don't think he's expecting the boost. This could potentially catch him off guard if SMF were to work his way in there. Bolukaminís
coming up for Secret. He spots everyone out, and that's a free kill on Asilian. So patient play from the Polish rifler, and that's really important here. Innocent has to be careful. Gun barrel showing, and he goes down. They're going to lose Maniz as well in the corner. Rallen just waiting here. Can they get him down? They will get him down, but only after trading another player. SMF with a kill, leaving Sparrow. But the health advantage here, they need to get this bomb down fast, but they're taking forever. And that is actually going to help Sparrow out so much.
It gives him time to rotate in here. Sparrow, now he's got the flash, the pop flash, in fact, but there's the Molotov trying to slow him down. It's not going to happen, but SMF is in position.
Oh, wow. And that's the second round, Semler. That's my prediction. Now, we'll see if it's going to come true or not. ESC still have the money. The one thing that's going to be absolutely horrendous is if they lose this next round, they'll be ecoing for the last round of the overtime, and that really can't happen on the CT side.
Oh,
Never,
wow.
ever.
This is MR5. I didn't even realize. I thought this was MR6. MR3. Well, then.
Oh, my God.
Well then, this changes things considerably. Copenhagen Wolves have picked up 2 rounds on the T side, and it's looking like they're hungry for more. They're out on the hunt, Anders, and they're just rushing down. Innocent trying to get behind as quickly as possible, but he gets taken out by SMF. What a shot, double entry. They are very low, however, and they bring it back to a 3-on-1.
Have they put rubber bullets in their guns here, ESC? It seems like they're in perfect positions to get the kills. Now Maniz is trying to just work some magic here. He's just shooting from every entrance he can find, but he's on 7 health. He goes down. It's a third round of the overtime T side here for Copenhagen Wolves. It's a huge victory. And, well, ESC, they weren't quite forced to save entirely or to force up. They do have a fair amount of money. I think Maniz has a gun on the ground somewhere. Yeah, he does. So they're going to be all right, at least for the last round. But I think that's the first time in all of the rounds we've seen so far that Copenhagen Wolves go for a straight A push, like a straight A rush. They saved that for the overtime, apparently, and that worked really well. Oh, Maniz didn't have anything.
Well, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, he only had the pistol, but he got the trade, so that's definitely worth it. Oh, this game is something else.
That would be something else, however, if Copenhagen Wolves were saving strats for overtime, right?
No.
Like, how next level is that?
They wouldn't.
We'll beat you in regular time, and if we don't, we will humiliate you in overtime. Yeah,
we've got the secret strats that we only pull out when it's the most important situation. No, nobody does that. But they could have just reminded themselves, hey, wait a minute, we haven't tried for a ramp push, have we? Let's go. I think that's roughly how Danes play Counter-Strike anyway. Rallen making the crossing over here, and I think... Oh, sorry, Rallen hearing the crossing over, and he's going to be walking through the smoke slowly but surely. Freeze goes down, but they take the A-bomb site. This is a disaster for ESC.
Oh, this is just a totally different beast. Whoa, though. Rallen still gets a kill. That's a big mistake there by SMF. Bomb has not been planted. Sparrow has very little HP, but he's right behind him. He's hot on his heels. Here comes the bait. Sparrow, does he take it? Sparrow, he's waiting on that ladder.
But he has to...
this is so close! And there it is. He's going to jump down, and this should be it. SMF should have the bullets, and he's going to get the headshot. 19-16 to end the half. And Copenhagen Wolves, they get so many rounds in this T-side overtime. Ridiculous first half for them.
Oh, that is definitely stunning. Everybody readies up instantly, and that's 3 out of the 5 rounds that they won. No, it's more than that. Did they win 4 out of... Yes, they won 4 out of 5 rounds in overtime on T side. That's almost as close as just taking a victory here. They just need 2 on the CT side. If they can't do that, then they definitely don't deserve a victory here. Copenhagen Wolves have put themselves very far ahead. Now ESC have to find the magic that they did at the end of the first half. It took like 10 rounds before they woke up on the terrorist side, basically. And they hopefully they haven't fallen asleep yet.
Let's all remember how it went for Copenhagen Wolves at the beginning of the first half when they started on CT. It was not exactly a very smooth ride for ESC. And there's already a bit of a bumpy road ahead here. Mao's down to 11. Mini is getting tagged down as well thanks to that HE that was just chucked there by Copenhagen Wolves, who were showing some presence actually out in the yard early on in the half. Look at Freeze!
Yeah.
He gets the drop on Minis. He had no idea. And Hunden again up there, but they're just trying to bait each other out. Roland though managing to get a sick frag on Hunden. Hunden missing there somewhat. That could have been 2 frags if Freeze just didn't, I don't know, act of God, live with 1 HP.
And I think Freeze and Hunden should have actually teamed up together and killed Rallen. That was the smarter choice. But you know, again, Freeze taking up a position outside that he hasn't for the normal time. It's only in overtime we've seen him placed that close to the silo. So that's interesting as well. SMF almost getting caught off there. And now they want to go for it. ESC, they got to win this round. They got to win all the rounds right now. And Sparrow goes down, hiding in the corner. Freeze with just 1 health. He gets a double kill, making it a triple in total, and probably winning the round here for his team. That's 1 out of the 2 that they need. Feels like Copenhagen Wolves are on their way to a victory.
It's looking pretty good, man. It's looking like it went to overtime, but sometimes you see these teams, they struggle during regular time, things don't work, they just can't close the game, and then it goes into overtime, and it's like a switch has been flipped. It's just as if they just come to life again, and everything seems to go right according to plan, and it's just, I think that's happening right now with Copenhagen Wolves. Are we paused right now?
Yes. Not sure what the pause is.
A hard pause, though. What?
Yeah, hopefully no big issues. But
hopefully we don't have the end spoiled for us.
Oh, don't say that. That would not be fun. But I mean, Copenhagen Wolves, they just need 1 more round here. They have four to try and do it. They have a lot of money to work with, and it's going to be rough. All uphill from here on out.
Oh no. Is it remember the old problems when GoTV would just go away when the map was over?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Don't say it's like that, please.
It happens once in a blue moon that you don't get to see the last round, which I'm guessing is what happened. Oh no, come on. Be fair.
Yeah. What?
The
ESL admin reaction is pretty good right now.
Oh yeah, so okay, this is a GoTV issue because GoTV is 90 seconds delayed. So if this round took about 90 seconds and the server shut down immediately after the game is over, then we never get to see the last 90 seconds. So that's upsetting. We're really sorry about that. It's not what we intended, but that is in fact what happened. I've got to confirm now. So, oh dear God, I apologize, guys. That happens once in a while. It's a GoTV issue. I'm hoping we can get it fixed one day, or get it hard coded in that it can't shut down the server until GoTV has broadcasted all the rest of it. So very, very sorry about that. Unfortunately, it's not somewhere in our own control, but and it's just an unfortunate mistake. But that means Copenhagen Wolves took in overtime, and they're going to be going to the ESL Pro League LAN. So that's good news for them, at least, Samler. What else can we say? That's it.
No, I'm just looking at this wall of text that we're getting in the admin chat right now. Apparently, that's not supposed to happen.
No.
So, guys, we apologize. Of course, it's out of our hands completely. We're just connecting in, but there we have it. Copenhagen Wolves will be getting that last spot, and after a dominant performance in overtime on Nuke. So, just congratulations to them. Really, I mean, they showed a very solid. Cobble, I think, is going to get banned out versus them pretty much forever.
Yeah. That could
then past that point, they've shown that they're versatile on other maps.
Exactly right. Interesting game tonight here. Really, really close. Sorry you couldn't see the last map, but yeah, as Samler said, out of our hands. Now, we do have the dates up for when we will continue. That's Thursday the 5th. So we do. It's after Aces ROG. I'm going to go to bed really quickly so I can travel to Finland tomorrow. Hope to see many of you there, and I hope you had a good evening. You guys take care of yourselves, and go and follow us on Twitter as well. Samler, I'll see you soon enough.
I'll see you tomorrow night, mate.
All right.
So take care, guys, and we'll see you all from Aces ROG. Be sure to tune into RoomOnFire.tv. That's where the stream is going to be hosted. So we'll see you guys there.
Exactly right. Take care, everyone, and have a good evening.